So I think I'm live now. Hello, friends. I'm Smita. I'm known as a traveler through life and also known for my adventure spirit. And I love exploring different dimensions of life. And today, our topic is about dreams. I think somebody's asking me a question. Irja, is this happening today? Yeah, it's happening. I hope you're able to hear me. Mm, okay, let me start with the topic. So today's topic is dreams. So the tagline which I've used for today's discussion is follow your dreams because they know the way. And I know you will be surprised by this tagline, but in order to believe it, you have to live it. That's what I would say. And to begin with our session, let me start with a beautiful quote which I love to quote everywhere. This is by Marsha Norman, and it's about dreams basically. Dreams are illustration from the book The Soul is Writing for You. So that's what dreams are all about. And I'm here to share my amazing journey, and I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't believed in one of my dreams. And if you believe in your dreams, and they do come true. So yeah, so here I'm not I want to share my not only my insights of what I went through in fulfilling my dream, but also about a new life which I was able to create in between among my the ordinary life, which the ordinary mundane life which I was already having. So before I start off with the entire journey and all, I wanted to tell you a story, and the story is about my father, and he's a person who used to he's a compelling storyteller and used to regale us with stories of places he's never visited, and he used to love long walks. So when I was a kid, he used to take me along with him for long walks. He used to tell me a lot of stories about different places and different stuff, and he was only a traveler in his head, and he has never visited those places. And because of his financial constraints and stuff, and we were not able to travel much in my younger days. The only vacation time I used to spend with my granny's place. That's the travel I used to do when I was growing up. But my father used to write things in his diary, and he had a lot of plans to do local travel with me, and travel of a different kind, but it never materialized, and it was all there in his diary. So he passed away in 2016, and one day it just happened that I just stumbled upon his diary, and something rekindled inside me when I saw those diaries. And I just thought, like, this is something which we had planned and we never did that. And I just took off from there. So the travel what we wanted to do was a different kind. We wanted to confront, experience, celebrate, as well as enjoy that magic and the wonders of life through travel. That's why our travel which we wanted to do was very, very different. Not the ordinary travel where we wanted to just visit a place. We just wanted to experience life as well. So that's the beginning of my journey, which started with a dream that. And slowly I started traveling, and I traveled along with my job, and I used to do it weekend travel. So I was in Delhi, so it was easy for me to do a lot of travels in mountains. So I did different kinds of travel. So travel was making my life richer day by day, because there was a lot of interaction, not with a lot of people, strangers, and I was staying in different kinds of places, doing different kinds of travel as well. So I was actually celebrating life in true words, if you can say that. So I was staying in dorms, I was staying in the homestays basically. So I was meeting a lot of people as well. So travel was not only about heading towards one destination from one to the other. It was actually taking me to meet different kinds of people from different culture, and I was getting to know myself better. I was getting to know who I was, my space, who I was becoming, and who I was being actually. So, and slowly what was happening was there was a transformation, a change which was happening, wherein there was so much of adventures I was ready to experiment. Like I went for scuba diving in Bali. I went to what you call desert safari in Dubai. I did parasailing, paragliding. I did even snow rappelling in Himalayas as well. So I'm a person who never ever had experimented this earlier. But with this new journey of mine, I was able to explore that, and I was getting like-minded people, and they were all encouraging. So I was finding home in people as well as those places. So it was like I was having this when I'm in mountains, having I was having like this mountain side of me, and when I'm in the beach and enjoying swimming in the ocean and all, I was having this beach side of me. So it was such an amazing experience, I can tell you, and I was enjoying each moment, little moments in life. So yeah, and Probably so adventures was filling my soul, and I was so glad that I just took the plunge and I went ahead. And probably for a year I traveled along with my job and all. Then I thought it's right time to take a break and completely travel without compromising on the quality of travel I wanted to do. And what happens when you travel like that is you're moving from one destination to the other and meeting people. Traveling through local transport, you're meeting different people at different locations, basically, whether it's local people, whether people where you're eating food. So you're trying out experimenting with your food cuisines and stuff like that. So there is a lot of human interactions there. So what happens when you have meet so many people? So you become you try to I mean you try to see your life through them. Basically, you want to see how they are living their life, and the way you react to different unknowns and known situations, it helps you become a better human being, basically. So that is what it was all doing. So, and what this interaction and interventions were doing to me was that it was digging out an empathic side of me, which was was becoming much more compassionate about people and things around me. And so it was very natural for me to get to be hearing people's story, basically how they are working, what are they doing, and what how they're living a contented life. And here I was coming from a place where I was doing a 16-hour of a job, and I was coming from a routine mundane life and a hectic what you call a rat race kind of a life. And this is a complete game changer for me, basically. And simply, if I can tell you that gratitude is something which is underused nowadays. And probably these entire interactions was helping me becoming much more developing an attitude of gratitude towards everything. So I was being grateful for everything in life, basically. It's just not being thankful for things, it's just that attitude changes for you, basically. So you were I mean everything was connecting me to the next level. So whatever travel I was doing, whatever things I was doing, like just a law of attraction, basically. So everything was getting attracted to me, and it was heading me toward the next step or the next travel, basically. So it was adding up. And slowly what was happening was that I was becoming a storyteller like my father. So my father used to tell a lot of stories, but here I was telling stories of inspirational stories of one person to the another person. So I was carrying stories of people and places from one place to the another. And I was an introvert, and I used to be in a shell, and I never used to like sharing stories. I was a private person. But with this travel opened up for me. And when I was in summit, and when I was doing a lot of these adventure stuff also, what was happening is I was coming alive, basically. I felt so much alive, and there was so much of joy. And I can't tell you that life was taking me to a different I was looking at life with so much of delight. I was saying, if I'm breathing, it's a miracle, basically. So much to do in life, and I just suddenly became a learner in life. And I was experiencing small joys with people as well, whether it was eating local food, singing local songs with them, and sharing my own journey, and also the things which my father had taught me, and all those wisdoms that, like when you're a child, what do? You're always a carefree person. That's the energy which I was having, and I was loving it. And I thought that I wanted to bring that energy back into my life as well, in my day to day life as well, back to my city life as well. I thought, I don't know how will I do it, because this kind of life is something which I'm looking forward to live as well. I wanted to be this kind of a life every day. I want to be looking forward for a life like this adventurous life, and enjoying my life as well. There will be ups and downs, agreed, but still, because when you're traveling, when you're doing these treks and mountains and all of these things, there were so many unforeseen circumstances which come in, but you embrace your failures and you move ahead in life. So that is another thing which I learned from my dreams as well, that dreams made me completely very strong person, basically. So I used to always have a self doubt. I never believed in myself, but dreams helped me become a stronger person. So there was a time when I had a forearm surgery, and probably these travel helped me bounce back in life as well. And they helped me develop an attitude of agility and flexibility in life as well. And I lost around 16 kgs of weight during this journey. So why I did that? Because my dream, what my dream actually was, to see a glimpse of Mount Everest from Gokyuri. So Gokyuri is a place in Nepal from where you can see exactly the Everest region, and the Mount Everest looks so beautiful from there. And there's another place called Kala Patthar. From there you can see the alpine glow which comes at the sunrise on the Mount Everest. So these two points are the most beautiful places where one should go and see. And probably that was my dream, to see the glimpse of Mount Everest. And it actually happened, and they were the most important and the most meaningful what do you call walks of my life as well. So I had a great time. The journey which started 2 years back, when I started with just weekend treks and weekend travel with my friends, with my family, with my relatives and strangers, and all kinds of travel, overseas travel. It was treks, it was travel, it was adventure, and all different kinds of travel, all different genre of travel, all budget travels. I never stayed in an accommodation which was very expensive one or anything. I did few luxury travels as well, but most of my travels were, I used to stay in tents, or I used to stay in dorms, I used to stay with homestay and all. So because I could wanted to connect with people, I wanted to live their life as well, to get to know how people are living their life, so that it helps you become a better human being, and at least appreciate what I already have in life. So that was the thought about it, and I'm very glad I went for this. And and I'm a person who, because I told you that I had a forearm surgery and I had to lose weight, I was so scared of fitness. I never wanted to, I didn't know how to become a fit person, because I didn't know how to, I couldn't lift weights, I couldn't do my, what you call, planks and all. I could just do planks for 5 seconds or so, and because I had a weak forearm, right forearm, that too. So probably I had, so I got like-minded people who helped me out with my fitness, and I conquer my fear about my fitness, health. I was scared of heights, so climbing these mountains was not easy for me, because I had so much fear of height. I can't tell you. Even water crossings are also. So we used to do this traverse crossing, river crossings in those mountains and all. They were so tough, and probably, but so I don't know from where I got that courage. Basically, I went for swimming as well. Though first week of swimming was very tough for me. I used to walk around the swimming pool for a week before I got into the water. Then I learned my swimming, and then probably when I was swimming in oceans or seas when I was in Bali, I had a great time. So I don't know what the journey which I went through helped me open up more about life as such, and I was more welcoming for the life. And I was thinking that it's now. You have to live your life now. There's no it's not like tomorrow. There is something tomorrow. Whatever is there now, whether it's good or bad, enjoy those moments. That's what all you have with you, nothing else. So probably that's what I want to say to you guys as well. That so if you have a dream, so first thing, if you have a dream, what you need to do is just take a first baby step towards it. So when you start walking towards it, what will happen is that you will start seeing a clearer vision for it. Everything becomes clearer for you, so you get clarity towards your dreams as well. So deviations may happen. For example, you may want to go one direction, sometimes you may go into a wrong direction, but I'll tell you one thing, your dreams will bring you back to your direction. You will take a U-turn and come and follow your dreams. So I'm not saying that you should dream about travel, you should dream about XYZ thing. You can dream about anything in life, whatever you want to achieve in life, but when you dream about it, just take the steps, take the baby step. They will be, and I'll tell you one thing is very important, that is what comes between you and your dream is you. So you have to think about that first, that you should not limit yourself, you should not have inhibitions. And there will be a lot of self doubts as well. There were, because when I was going through this journey of, it took me 2 years to get to my dreams, or to travel to Mount Everest, to see Everest. And there were a lot of self doubts, and there were a lot of internal battle which I went through between conditioning and individuality, and whether I'm but it helped me believe in myself. So when you start believing in yourself, automatically things open up for you. And I believe in law of attraction as well. So and I think universe helps you out when you start with your journey as well. So that's what I have to tell you guys, that start your journey of with your dream. Have a dream, and dreams are something which don't let you sleep. They keep you more awake, and you have to take just one step at a time, and slowly you will reach there. And another thing which I wanted to tell you guys also about is that, which I can say now with a lot of conviction, because I've gone through this journey, as well as because of the experiences and the way I've met people, lived my life for a few years now, not from a different routine, from a mundane routine to a much more richer life. So it made my life richer. But what I want to say is, my journey was more important than destination. My journey was so beautiful, I can't tell you. So that there's a saying, right? The journey is always beautiful than the destination. I go by that because I have witnessed it for myself. And I had a great time exploring that. And probably what I want to tell you guys is, this thing is that, if you if you start believing that your journey is very beautiful, journey is important, what you will do is you start creating your life which is more beautiful for you. You start creating a life which you love living, basically. That's what is more important. So when you have a life, that journey of a life which you love living, then automatically everything falls in place. And there will be hiccups, there will be, I mean, there will be roadblocks, there will be inhibitions, there will be a lot of things which will stop you there. But eventually you will get there, because these roadblocks will help you become a better person. You will start embracing your failures, you will start looking at all this unpredictableness, and will start conquering those fears as well. You will look at possibility, basically. So you will look at all the hope, so you will not lose hope. So I want to tell you that believe in now. So live your moments, enjoy your little moments in life, which is now, which is there. And start creating a life which you love to live, basically. So that topic is for another day to discuss, because that's also an important topic, how to create a life which you love. So yeah, so in the beginning, so this is what I wanted to convey as well through my this little chat we are having right now. And also want to tell you that a little bit about myself also, that though I've gone through this experience of travel, and my dream was to see the glimpse of an Everest from Gokyori. So what I did was that I wrote a travel log, basically, which is a tribute to my father. And it contains not only the travel stories and the lessons which I've learned through travel, but also the wisdoms which I got to know from my father. So it talks about father-daughter relationship also through different phases of life as well. So yeah, and something I'll tell you more about myself also. I'm a chartered accountant. I work as a corporate bank. I'm in a corporate bank, basically. And as mentioned earlier in my initial introduction, that I love exploring different dimensions of life. So I write stories, I write poems, as well as I love traveling and trek. And that's one of the things. And I'm also a dancer, and I love painting, and I just do a lot of sketches as well. So a lot of things I do. So I used to be a boring chartered accountant earlier, before I started with this travel and all those things. Now people call me creative accountant, and I'm much more visible now, much more in public domain now. So I do speak a lot now about, because travel has made me a storyteller, and I want to tell people that dream big, and your dreams will definitely come true. So that is what I had to share for today. And if you have any questions, do ask, so I can answer those questions for you. So I hope you must have enjoyed the little discussion we had on dreams. So yeah. So I'm thankful for a friend of mine whom I call Champ, who helped me with putting the structure to the content which I spoke now, because I was not knowing what I need to convey to you guys, because I just wanted to know that I wanted to convey that dreams are important, and it helps you become a better human being, and you can have a richer life, and you can have an adventurous life as well. And being joyful is very important in life. So whatever you have, time is now, so enjoy that phase now. So yeah, live like there's no tomorrow. That's another quote I always say. And I normally do things which make my heart flutter. So that's the reason I'm able to do a lot of things along with my work, and I get time to do a lot of things in my life. So I don't crib that there is no time. I always say this, सबके लिए time निकल जाएगा. Okay, what is it? Is this happening today? Okay, I can't see your questions. So yeah, Aarti, you were telling that, but in terms of dreams, finance is the biggest issue. It's just you have to plan it out, plan it out. It's not finance is not an issue. I don't think so. That's what I'll tell you. So if you were looking at if you're looking at travels, you can do budget travel. There are a lot of options available. So you have to meet. You have to meet the right kind of people who can guide you and help you out. So I also used to feel travel is expensive. You need so much of money, but you don't have to stay in very luxury places and all. Even if your dream is to become a dancer, you do not have to go and pay so much of money to become a dancer. If you have a talent, you can actually learn that. So I don't buy this point at finance. It's a limiting factor. It's just a limiting belief, which I'll say. And so, how do you know if you should quit job and follow follow a passion? So the thing is, what I'll always tell you is that never quit a job. Try something, a side hustle, what you want to do, and along with that, you'll find your way. So if it is your passion, you will dedicate time for that. For example, I am working. I have my other passion as well. I write also. I'm an author. I go for my dance classes also. I take out time. So I can't. So I don't know what point, and I love my work as well. So it's not that I don't put my 100% there. I have put my 100% in my work as well, because my profession is something which I love. So you get to take out time, and you have a passion. Definitely you will know that कि अब कब time आ गया है where you can move towards that basically. So some people, it's good if you have your passion and profession become same. For example, if you're learning Zumba, and Zumba is your passion, and you want to become a Zumba dance instructor, then it's easy. Then you first start learning dances, and then later on you can pick it up. But if you have multiple passion, then the choice is little difficult. So I think you yourself will get to know once you start following your passion that this is the right time, when you have little bit of income. Because I do not want that for a passion you become, I mean, you don't have enough money also. So you need money as well. Money is also important, but for the basics. So if you have a minimalistic lifestyle and follow passion along with that, automatically the routes I mean, the road to it opens up for you. What if a family and society doesn't doesn't support the change? So yeah, people will not support the change. For example, I was going I had taken a sabbatical and went for a year's travel. Nobody was supporting me for that. But you have to convince people. Once they see you happy, when they see you what transformation you've gone through, they'll be the first one who will be happy about it. So that's the best thing. So probably when I started to travel, my mother wasn't happy. She never knew the kind of adventure I was doing. For if she had seen me doing a snow rappelling, she wouldn't have told me that yeah, you can go and do it. It's so dangerous. So probably if I'm going to Mount Everest, and if I was going to Nepal for this Everest treks and all, she was not happy at that point. She was very scared. But I kept her informed. I used to have a call with her, I had a video chat with her, and used to tell her that this is what is happening. There are other people also with me. I'm not alone. And you to and when she saw the happiness and the fulfillment on my face, that's what helped me out basically. So will you be yeah, I've answered those questions. How do you find partners in your dream? Is the chat No, so what I did is, yeah, when the initial 1 year of my travel, I did it along with my job, and the next year of my travel, I did without a job. So I had saved up money for that, and probably I had a 16 years of experience, so I had little money. So I saved money not only for a year, I saved it for almost 18 months for my travel, and I did all kinds of budget travels basically. And once I came back again, then I got a job. Also, the job which I got also they were happy to take me into the role, because they were happy to take me after sabbatical also, because they saw what value addition I was giving them as well, because the kind of perspective I was bringing to the table was very different. It was all fresh, and also they saw that leadership quality in me, that what travel has done for me. So probably, and once I was back, I joined my office. Along with that, I was doing the other initiative as well. So for example, so I did not have I quit. You can take a break from your job as well, and there are a lot of companies right now who help you to work from home also. So you can people are doing a side hustle along with their work as well. So there are a lot of options now. So I don't think you need to quit a job as well. So yeah, Nirja, I have a blog documenting all my journeys. It's in my website. My website is Gatsi Musafir. So all my blogs, my poems, my whatever I do for my dance videos, or my sketches, and my upcoming second book, all are there on this particular website. That's Gatsi Musafir. And my Insta ID is Gatsi Musafir. So I started writing my travel logs 2 years back, once I came back from my travel. And I initially started writing in LinkedIn and all those social media like Facebook and Insta and all. And I just used to post pictures and videos and all, and it's an active account as of now. So you can watch whatever you want to see, you can see there. And if you have questions, you can come back to me anytime. Yeah. So yeah, I can just drop the. So if you go to the profile, my profile has the details of my Instagram account. Thanks, Aarti, if you found my story to be inspiring. And I think, so. Uh, Thanks, Vivan, and thanks, Aarti and Nirja. And Nirja, you can, if you go to my profile in creators also, you can see the Insta ID. So that's Katsi Musafir. Yeah. And my it's a WordPress website as well. And also the tagline for my website, Gatsi Musafir, is also follow your dreams, they know the way. That's a tagline as well. I think we are done with the questions. So probably I can, so I'll probably end the session for today. So reach out if you need anything you want to know about your dreams or anything else. If you find my profile interesting and you have any questions, you can do come back.